All right. I don't know how this is going to go. This is time 4. First 2 times, I got blurry, like Bigfoot type blurry. And I already have too much in common with Bigfoot. I don't need any more. So the third one, I was about 6 minutes in and boom, got disconnected. So set up the hotspot on my phone and here we go. So I'm actually doing this video the same, like within a couple hours of teaching. It is like 6:30 at night. Yeah, I'm in my classroom, but this time I had stuff to do. So that's why I'm still here. And I have to do this before I go. So what did I teach today? All right, today was a big day. Every day is a big day, but today was a big day. The note says, reading asks you to figure out clues. So does life. So my lesson today was about how you use reading and you inference things, but let me explain how I introduced it. I did probably took 12 minutes, a PowerPoint over social skills. And for example, one of them was stop holding the door open for people who are far away from you. Seems odd, but what I pointed out is that some kids will open the door for you and, oh, thank you. But others will open the door for like 3 people and then someone else is half a block away and they just sit there. And the people walking up actually feel uncomfortable because it's like, do I walk faster? And I just point out, just go. But some people can't. They think it's rude. Well, why? Because they're not as socially smooth as others. The student who, whenever they protest something, hasn't figured out the clues. And when they get in trouble for something, whatever, and they make that sound. Most people aren't going to make those sounds. I was being nice, that type stuff. All right, anyways. But what I pointed out is that most of us learn these clues. Someone might not tell us, hey, when you're holding the door, don't hold it open for everyone because that gets kind of weird for people. Hold it up for a few people and then kind of push the door and you keep walking. And if you notice, the majority of people are able to do that. They pick up the fact that just standing there for 4 minutes and then showing up to your class late and claiming I was holding the door open for the entire student body is weird. It's just a tiny little social skill. Doesn't mean you're a bad person if you do that. You're essentially doing the same job a block of wood could do. Go beyond what a block of wood could do. But I'm being nice. And the fact that most of us learn not to make that sound. These are social cues that when we see other people do it, we just kind of put things together without needing to be directly told. All right, then I gave them a story. And in the story, several things happened that are clues. First clue was the character's name was Johnny, and he just got out of jail. Oh, I'm really low here. Johnny just got out of jail. Well, the fact his name is Johnny. The name is a clue. And I pointed out how the song would be different. And I grabbed my fake guitar here. Hold on, I'm still here. I grabbed this, I got up at the front of the room and I began singing. None of them were happy about that. Several kids walked out. But anyways, I pointed out how it'd be different if the story was Bartholomew got out of jail. If David got out of jail. If Rodrigo got out of jail. If Jacques got out of jail. These ideas don't work. You need it to be Johnny. Johnny's a go-to name. I mean, think about, there's a series of jokes. Little Johnny or Dirty Johnny. There's a reason. Because the name just works as a story in itself. It is a clue. And over the course of the story, there are several things that are stated that from that, we have to figure out clues. At one point, something bad happens to this aforementioned Johnny character. Well, it doesn't say he died. Never says it. But they reference a handgun. They reference the fact that someone's wearing black. They mention a loud blast of sound. Using those 3 clues, you're like, I get it. he's dead. But it doesn't say it. All right. So next up, as part of this whole reading thing, I also put a lot of emphasis, and again, back to the social thing and everything else. One of the other cues I gave them was not to just click like on people's social media profiles, especially if you are trying to win the heart of someone. That's odd. Now, that's predominantly a guy thing to do, but I point out, don't do that. But I explained why they have to, because in a lot of cases, when they've gone up to talk to a female or anyone, what do you have to say? Hi. And I point out as part of my class, I know I jokingly say, will paying attention in school help you to meet the people you want to meet as friends and as potential lovers? Yes, because you have a shared experience. The experience of reading things together, the experience of knowing things, the experience of seeing what Romeo and Juliet go through, seeing what Ponyboy Curtis goes through, seeing what the Jodes go through. That's a Grapes of Wrath thing. These are all human experience. And once you've gone and read them, you now have a little bit more human experience. So when you go to these other human beings you'd like to connect with, you have things in common. In the same way that the football players can just talk about football forever. They could talk about their own football experience. They could talk about going to see other people play football. They could talk about their dad's football experience. There's a billion stories that can be told. And school does the same thing, because almost everyone has been to school and they have a shared experience at school that is fairly universal. Last year, I had a student try to Romeo and Juliet me because her and her boyfriend sat in my class and they got kind of touchy sometimes. And I would tell them, no, no, no. And I was accused of trying to break them up. That's Romeo and Juliet type stuff. Did they both understand my reference when I pointed this out to them? Yeah. Did they enjoy it? To be honest, I think they did. They smirked. Oh, I apologize for the squeaky chair here. So reading gives you clues. Those clues allow you to fill in information. That information, seemingly unrelated, gives you social capital. Almost every single successful person will tell you about the fact you should read more. Apologize, that was kind of jumbled. Hey, it's 6:45 at night. I'm wearing down. So that's what I taught today. That reading has clues and you got to put them together. And once you do put them together, you get to be part of this larger social experience. And it allows you to communicate with people because you have shared stories. You see the experiences of other people through books and you learn from it. You can do it through film as well. I'm pointing that way because I have movie posters. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you could do it from watching The Outsiders, but you don't get into the tale like you would if you were to read The Outsiders. I would hold the book up, but it's over there. It's on the floor. A student told me today it was disrespectful to the book to be on the floor. They're not wrong, but yeah, it's still there. Okay. Now, I can't say on behalf of the animals because, well, I'm still here. And last night I got distracted by the genes, so I never did say, on behalf of the animals later. So I guess on behalf of, oh, here we go. On behalf of Guido, the armadillo. Later.